Hi everybody, Russ the West Ham Network. Hope you're all safe with my friends. I generally hope you're well. If not very damp, it's very damp in Hornchurch today. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe, maybe become a channel member. What could have been last night? Should have got a point. We should have got something out of that game, shouldn't we? Missed penalty by Bowen. That last minute ditch sort of interception-y, tackly thing by Milner, which sort of then Allison ended up saving. Oh, they were there for the taking. There for the taking. Roll on Bournemouth on Monday now. At least we've got a few days off without a game for a change, which is nice. Get the boys back. Hopefully get a few back from injury as well. Who knows? But we've got... actually, at lunchtime today, I did my ratings, so check them out and disagree with them, because you always do anyway. Let's talk about... let's talk about Hammer's headlines in association with KUMB.com. Check them out as always. Today's the 20th of October. Wow, we're getting through this year very, very quickly. 3 stories as always. The first one's a very interesting story. A very potentially interesting story. Next month marks the 1-year anniversary since Danny Kudzinski became West Ham's second biggest stakeholder. He reportedly paid £150 million for a 27% stake last November. He's been repeatedly linked to taking with an eventual full takeover of West Ham. And there's been speculation for years that Gold and Sullivan would sell their stakes in West Ham in 2023, with any sale likely to take place after March 2023, as any sale before then would incur a cost as part of the deal, which saw West Ham move from Upton Park to London Stadium. And it was agreed that Sullivan and Gold would, if they sold the club for more than 300 million before that date, 20% of any profit would go back to the grounds landlord, who obviously at the time currently are the London Legacy Development Corporation. With that investment last year from Danny Kudzinski, the club was valued around 700 million quid. Now, club insiders have denied that Gold and Sullivan are looking to sell next year, but speculation of a takeover is likely to ramp up between now and next summer and beyond, with the expiry of the date of the clause. And now it seems a new name has been entered into the fray. A billionaire with net worth double that of Kudzinski, Sullivan and Gold combined has been linked with a West Ham takeover. According to the Daily Mirror, Sir Jim Ratcliffe could target West Ham as his next place potentially to try and take over after a Man United takeover was ruled out, and also he tried to buy Chelsea before the American takeover as well. The Bolton-born billionaire has the money certainly to buy West Ham, given he's worth double the reported value of the current owners added together. His net worth is around 9 to 10.5 billion pounds. He currently owns the chemical company Iners, and it suggested he could be exploring the Premier League in terms of his next investment. At a Financial Times event last week, he was reported to say, we've got a sports franchise. We own a third of Mercedes Formula One. We were robbed last year. They were. The one thing we don't have is football. Football is the most popular sport in the world. We should have a Premier League club. And the Daily Mirror puts West Ham with 3 other clubs. I think it's Everton, Leeds and Wolves as potential clubs that Ratcliffe could take over. So, highly unlikely, but it's a story we bring to you in the news. In terms of some transfer news, West Ham have reportedly made a move to sign Brazilian centre-back Luizao on a free transfer, according to a new report from the country, from Brazil. UOL reports that the Sao Paulo defender is now able to move on a free transfer as his contract has expired. However, as always with West Ham, a deal isn't that straightforward. He's broken into the Sao Paulo first team, hasn't signed a new contract, which means he can move on, and the Irons are said to have made an offer to bring him in the January transfer window, but there is a major hurdle in the way, as there always is at West Ham. According to the report, Luizao is not willing to move for nothing, and he wants Sao Paulo to receive a fee for his services rather than going for nothing. Seems a bit confusing, but I think he's a Sao Paulo fan as well, so that's probably why. But given the fact that the Irons don't need to spend any money to get him on a free transfer, would he not move anyway? It's a strange one, but he's available on a free, but he doesn't want to leave on a free. He wants West Ham to pay some money for him. So maybe I don't know. Maybe give him a signing on fee, and he gives that to them. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Not going to happen though. And lastly, another transfer rumor that's resurfaced. Apparently, West Ham are still on the trail for Villarreal winger Danjuma, but face Premier League competition, according to report in Fajijas.net. The Irons have been keen on the 25-year-old in the summer as they search for attacking reinforcements, but an impending move fell through. There was rumours that it was due to Moyes not liking his attitude, apparently. But since then, the Dutch international has suffered a series of injuries which have heavily prevented him from getting any serious game time this season. Along with West Ham, Liverpool have also remained interested, and Chelsea apparently entering the race as old Todd is continuing to throw cash here, there and everywhere, it seems. But despite his infrequencies this season, he's still managed to score 3 goals in 7 games in all competitions for Villarreal, and would still likely bring in a transfer record fee for Villarreal. So he's likely going to cost about 30 million quid or more if the Spanish side get in their ways in terms of negotiations. So Chelsea really have only really the guys with the cash on the table for that type of thing, maybe when the January transfer window rolls over. But it'll be worth keeping an eye. He could be an improvement for us on that left-hand side. Definitely, that there's that one position which is up for grabs. Is it Benny? Is it Fornals? Is it Cornet? And reports also that Wolfsburg are looking at Cornet already for January. So could it be 1 in, 1 out? Very early 1 in, 1 out. I hope not, because I think Cornet's got a lot to bring. So West Ham don't really have the pulling power, I'd say, to get this deal done realistically. But you never know. Stranger things have happened at sea. And that is it, my friends. That is your lot today. 7.5 minutes of me babbling on. I'll be back tomorrow with the... Will I be back tomorrow with David Moyes? Maybe with the David Moyes press conference. Yeah, Friday maybe, because on Monday, David Moyes press conference in Hammer's Headlines. And yeah, tomorrow we'll have Your Say Friday, so you can come on and have your say at lunchtime. And also we'll have Irish Tommy doing the Late Late Show tomorrow night. We'll have Holly doing Tweet All About It. That'll be during the weekend as well. And that's for me. So take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry. Keep positive, keep the faith, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Ta-ta for now, my friends. Bye-bye.